your girl Beautiful Brown Baby Doll, and today I'm bringing you a style tutorial that you all have been requesting. As you've seen in some of my previous videos, this is a style I've been wearing a couple of times, and you all have asked me over and over, how did you get your hair like that? It's so simplistic, and hopefully everyone from the transitioner to the naturalista can really relate and be able to get through this style. But while I have you, make sure that you go ahead and comment, share, and also subscribe to this channel and also my vlog channel. Come back and join me on all Thursdays and some Sundays for video uploads. Turn on your notifications so that you know when I upload, and let's go ahead and get into this tutorial. It's so awesome to collaborate with Curl Kit for this video. It's their anniversary month, and every product I'm using is from this most recent Curl Kit, and including me. I wrote the article on self-love within this month's Curl Life, so that was pretty cool as well. This month was a Cream of Nature takeover, and so there was the argan oil line, which you all know that I've already talked about in some of my videos that I love. It's an affordable line, and they have just about everything you need for all of your hair needs. Also, the Curl Kit came with ways to use these products and also some coupons that were ready for use if you wanted to get more of the line. So I did add in a few of the things I already had at home, but keep in mind that all of the initial products I showed you all came in this month's Curl Kit, and they are under 25 bucks a month. And with my link down below in the description box, you get 10% off of your first box. So it's definitely worth a try. I've gotten these over 3 years, and I'm very happy with the quality of them and the full size products inside. I'm going to start off washing my hair with the Moisture and Shine shampoo. You all know that I wash my hair in the sink, and I first split it into 4 sections. I have a link down below to how I wash my hair if you want to see that as well. I take the shampoo from the scalp all the way down to the ends of my hair, ensuring that all of the dirt is released and out. And once I'm done shampooing and rinsing each section thoroughly, I move into the intense conditioning treatment. I usually mix this conditioner with an essential oil of choice like olive oil or coconut oil, and even some avocado oil, and mix it up well. I then add it on by sections, finger detangling as I go. I then ensure it's been worked in from root to tip, and then I double baggy it and let it sit on my hair for a good 30 minutes to 45 minutes, either under a dryer or with a towel. It ensures that when I take the towel off and get ready to detangle, my hair is nice and easy to slip through, and this is what you need for this style to be achieved, because you need for the hair to be fully detangled. Once I'm done washing, I allow my hair to air dry for a while before I go in to style it, mainly because you don't want the hair overly wet, you just want it pretty damp. And at this point, I take a little bit of the 7-in-1 leave-in and also the leave-in hair milk. If your hair gets a little bit dry, keep your spray bottle of water and conditioner nearby, but you may not need that. But I just mix those 2 products and put it on each section. My hair again is in those 4 major sections. I work it from root to tip, and I ensure that I concentrate on those dry ends. And these are my favorite flexi rods that I have linked to down below. I just use a variety of colors and sizes. And all you're going to do is split each of the 4 sections into 4 sections. So you're going to have 16 total flexi rods on your head. At this point, I use the Style and Shine foaming mousse because that adds just a little bit of definition for the curls. And I make sure that I put that across the entire piece of hair. I made a video about stretch marks creams, and this is one of my stretch marks creams, but it's also great for your hair. So I put the ingredients for it down below and the link to that video on how to make this. I use a little bit of that along with the mousse to seal in a bit of the moisture and also add a little bit more shine or sheen to the hair. But you're just going to make sure that you're twisting tightly. It's almost like a flat twist, but you're just twisting tightly enough to make sure the definition will happen. So make sure you're twisting all the way down to the ends of the hair. And again, it doesn't matter what size flexi rod you want to use. I just like to use different ones because it makes the hair look like it's more natural in its curl pattern, because our curl patterns tend to be different all across our head. So that's what I like for it to look like. And basically you're going to twist that around, no special form or fashion. You're not getting a certain type of curl. I keep my paddle brush around just in case my hair gets a little bit tangled, but then I just continue with the same process all around my head. Again, ensure that you're twisting all the way to the ends and then adding the rod size of your choice. The flexi rods really don't matter, but I just, again, like to mix and match the colors and sizes. The biggest point I want to leave you guys with is to make sure that in the front, like those big 4 front twists that you might do, make sure that those are facing towards the front, since you want the style to fall towards the front over your forehead. Once you're done, you'll have your 16 rods in and your hair should look something like this. For sleeping, I simply add a satin cap or satin scarf on. If you're in a rush, it's okay to sit under a dryer. So now it's morning and time for the takedown. So basically all I do is add a little bit of oil to my fingertips and also to my palms, and make sure that I kind of distribute that as I remove the flexi rods. I simply roll them downward in order to keep the curl in place, and I just repeat that all across the rest of my head. I then ensure that I add the oil from my hands from the roots to the tips of my hair to make sure that I don't disturb the curl pattern too much. Even though this isn't a super defined style, you still want to keep the curls intact just so you can know that, they're nice looking curls. And then you start to take these down. And don't worry if they get frizzy. Like I said, you want this to look more natural in its curl presentation and curl type. So I just try to make sure I don't tangle my hair. So I pull them apart and I just kind of leave them be, because I'm going to go back through and separate them even more if I want. But you really don't have to separate these out more. What I find is that across the day, especially if it's humid outside, your hair is going to get much bigger. You just want to make sure that you have some spring and some bounce to your curls. But I really do love the sheen that my curls are giving off. It looks really good. What I actually found was that some of my hair was still wet because I didn't use any heat, but don't worry if that happens, because what I find that is as it dries, instead of shrinking more, I find that it also puffs up a bit too. So I don't mind a little bit of dampness. And now you'll want to take your fingers and part out the bang area, and that's just the very front part of your hair. Remember, all of the hair is going to be coming to the front anyway, but I just like doing this to keep the hair out of the way. So clip it so that it's out of the way. Remember that this style is meant to be kept kind of messy, even though you have some nicely defined curls. If your hair was in those 4 sections, you'll likely still have that part in the back. It doesn't have to be a clean part. Just roll your hair up on one side like it's a French roll, and I stop right there in the middle of my head and I pin it with a long length bobby pin. Then I use a couple other pins to just kind of shape it the way that I want it. It's up to you how you want the front to fall, but I pin it until I have it how I want it and kind of fluff it out. I repeat this step on the other side, and I like to leave out a little curly tendril. I just think it gives it some flair and some personality. You're also going to pin this side up as well. Now it's time for you to release your bangs. So release them and kind of fluff those out the way that you want them. Make them fall the way that you want it to fall. Sometimes I have one side heavier than the other, or sometimes I have them just even, but you can also start to separate the curls a little bit more if you would like, but keep in mind them things gonna puff up anyway. I also like to take out my little side curly tendrils and add just a little bit of gel to those just to define them a little bit, and there's your final style. Guys, don't forget to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it. I surely hope that you did, and if you are going to try this style, thumbs up as well. Try Curl Kit out and check out my link below for 10% off your first curl kit, and also come back and join me every Thursday and some Sundays for uploads. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I kind of look like Bella, right? Beautiful brown baby doll. Peace.